aspect of glue you want to counter, right? Because even if we're talking about, yes, Drizzle being counter in lane against someone like the glue, in terms of impact, it could be very different things. You know, glue still can displace you, and that's why we're seeing, people picking Benedetta for an example to force priority. Yes, I can't beat you in lane, but I can definitely cut off your backline and hit multiple peoples with my wide range, and especially with Petrify and the way that it interacts with the Electro Final Blow. Oh boy, did I just see that correctly? Okay, all right. Thank goodness. I definitely thought it looked a little different there. Farmus and as well as Cho locked in for Echo.
Are we gonna see a Beatrix pick? Because with Kanja, once you get the hook, what's more important is the burst damage that comes out, right? When the Divine Judgment is ready. Now, there are not too many marksmen, or should I say burst damage ready. When you come from Mage, we're talking about Lunox. When you come from Marksman, we're talking about Beatrix, Carry, those kind of characters. Now, Carry being already banned, the next best option is Beatrix. If it's not picked here, I think Echo might just ban it away in the next round.
Yeah, I think you can go ahead and do that. Because again, if you lock in the Lunox pick, we've seen that so much, that interaction between Kanja and Lunox. But I do want to pick the smart guy's brains here, right? The Faramis. What do you guys feel about the Faramis, Gideon? I mean, we've seen it work really successfully, and then other times it kind of falls short.
Yeah, it really depends because, Valentina. No, it really depends because Faramis is one of those heroes where it's like, yes, if you're winning, you are winning hard. If you are losing, it doesn't necessarily save you from a dying situation. You could even say that, Diggy kind of fulfills that role as well, but works both ways. But let's look at this quote coming in from Yawi. Onic Esports is stronger than RRQ. I don't know when they got this quote, but
I was gonna say
it's gotta be, I don't know. It's pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean that's quick. When did they get that from Yawi? But
yeah,
it's Inception. They just stole the idea right from his head, put it right down. We know what he wanted to say to begin with. But now we see the second half of the ban phase. The Joy was something that I wanted to bring up earlier. Why wasn't it picked earlier? Is there something that they are afraid of, or maybe are a little hesitant as Harith gets banned out by Echo?
Now, Joy is a character that you cannot take out very easily, especially when Kanja is available. And then there are actually so many counters. We're talking about Lunox being one of them, Carry being one of them. Carry got banned. There are also options kind of like Frenko. Frenko is a character that we kind of largely ignored in this entire series so far. But now with Chao coming out, I don't expect this time Chao to be jungle. I really don't. I think it's going to be Yaoi Chao.
Yeah, you think Fredrin's going in the hands of Carl Teasy possibly here.
Yeah.
Right? But I got to say, too, when was the last time we saw Valentina and Faramis? I mean, maybe once or twice in the tournament, but this was something that we saw a lot back in even the MPL regions and other tournaments early on into the season, where it was constantly Faramis and Valentina before they kind of got those, minor nerfs for both of them. But they're still highly contested because now, not only for Onic Esports do you have an immediate Divine Judgment where you can flash down a target, but Valentina as well, if you can steal that Cult Altar, you extend those team fights, even more.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, it's one of those situations whereby you're hoping that the second half of the draft, especially when we're talking about AoE damage, you want to kind of hold back for that. And especially when you're looking at things like Cho, you're already seeing hey, they've got Fredrin as well to peel you off. Therefore, you're kind of, de-incentivized to not pick it up. And they've already got their mid lane duo, so therefore it's kind of on Echo to predetermine that.
Now, the thing about Faramis and Valentina picking this particular game is really smart. First, from Echo side, Faramis straight up counters glue, right? We talk about the one-shot potential it has once glue uses split, and on top of it, Faramis is really powerful in the early game phases, right? Talk about wave clear along with Chao. Now, Valentina can copy the ultimate, but the early game is not that great. And here we go. We have the Barats coming out. This might be a Barat jungle, but at this point, I don't know. Anything can be flex.
Wait, let me think about this for a second. I'm thinking about this for a second. I'm looking at the lane matchup, potential lane matchups. Is there any real advantage if they put Dyroth into the EXP lane? I'm thinking he's up against Glue, so then it's kind of a 50-50, but regardless, Glue can not interact with him at the same time, so I think it probably is going into the jungle, but that could just be the Malaysian bias. I've seen way too many Dyroth jungles back in MPLMY.
I mean, technically, it's, you could flex it, right? You could flex that, but on the other side, Onic Esports being fair, where all these are going. This last pick, wow. The Leslie.
It makes sense. Leslie does do really well with tanky characters, especially like Fredrin. When Karen is taken away, when there's not so much true damage available to shred a tanky front line, Leslie does it, right? Leslie, probably 3 shots of Fredrin late game, but it has to get there. Now, that's a true test for this side, for this draft. Can they get to the late game, leveraging, knowing that early game Faramis is going to dominate mid lane, and they're going to skill better?
Is this the 4-item marksman or is it a 2 items marksman, Gideon?
Well, in this particular case here, I would say it really depends on the situation. I would say Leslie is going to be a 4-item marksman. That's when you feel like, wow, one hit really hurts. I gotta back off. I might even need to reset if the crit is too high.
Yeah, absolutely. And Leslie is not a character we've seen often on M4 stage, but sometimes it takes out, it's really smart. We've seen it in scrims where you take Leslie to go against carry, because that's also really good I should say opponents, right, for Leslie. But here we go, as we come into next game.
All right, welcome to the land of Dawn, everybody. This is game number 3, Onic Esports up against Echo. Let's get right into it.
CW showing us something different every game, right? We've seen the Moscow, we've seen the Melissa, right? Now we're seeing Leslie here.
I mean, I did say early on, you know, if you're holding on to anything, now is the best time to just pull it out in this series. You add that uniqueness, that flavor here from something that we really haven't seen much of so far in this M4 tournament. And, you know, previous game, they made it work for them. Boots, though, now has the help with Sands. They do get the flicker in. Sanford not going to be able to get to the Terra 5. First blood over the hands of Boots.
Well done. Really smart play here, and I think this is a huge mistake coming in from Sanford specifically. He should have known better. Why would Glue suddenly walk into the left rush and not back in, especially when he has flicker as well? There's just no reason he should have expected the mid lane to start coming, and I'm pretty sure that Sanji did comment that there is somebody missing in the mid lane.
M4 stats, Onic is ranked first in assists per game with 39.8.
What?
That is insane.
That is insane. 40 assists per game?
Now my OCD is kind of like itching right now. Just make it 40. Why would you put the 0.8 there? Just make it 40, man.
How is that even calculated? Does it combine everybody's assists?
It would definitely combine everybody's assists as a team. But now we see why Baras is being so very annoying here. Working similarly to Cartesi on this Fredrin. That should technically be okay here. But yeah, they're invading every move we see coming out from Echo. Onic has a very smart response.
Yeah, I mean, and not only that, but you see a lot of this pressure on this side. Turtle's going to be up in a couple seconds here. But by that time, you have all these ultimates online, as Sans does have that Cold Altar, so he's going to hold on to that here. But, man, if anything, we've seen how much of a nuisance a Barrett's jungle can be here, especially that frontline presence. As already, they're trying to go test this. Yawi gonna go in here. Gets the way of the dragon. There's the Cold Holder to respond. Carl T's able to scare the turtle. Cold Holder committed. They're still gonna find it out. Looking for the kill as Kyrie falls. Sanford going in with the strike. Able to find Sands. 2 down. Looking for more. Double kill for Sanji. Making a triple.
Beautiful. Beautifully done. And, you know, Sanford, even though he was about to lose his lane, got a little bit of help to hit that level 4 and immediately making all that difference. It feels like whoever makes that first move is, especially when you're copying, expect 2 call altars from either side. Whoever pops it first is going to lose.
Oh my god, I gotta say, Echo's draft and their strategy is so good coming to this game. You have Dairos that can destroy tanks, and they force Kyrie into a tank character. First of all, that's not something Kyrie's known for, right? They ban away every single assassin available, and force him onto a Barats, and to pick the Dairos. On top of it, it's a Yaoi differential, right? Yaoi comes in with a kick onto the Dairos, a full combo, full dive. That was incredible. 4-0 clean sweep and the turtle. Let's talk about ambulance. Here we go.
They're going to go ahead and find Yawi. They're going to use a lot here. Divine Judgment and the Daytona's welcome. Yawi can't escape that one. Now they're going to focus on Betty Cutie. Terrify comes out. Onic Esports able to grab 2 kills top side.
I'm not going to lie, a bit disrespectful that Keyboy took that kill from CW. He definitely would have preferred it, but I don't think this is the end of the engagement. Okay, it is, but 40 seconds on the clock until we see the next turtle come. CW, now that he's ahead in the lane against MediQT, it's going to be really tough for MediQT to keep on laning against him. It's just a losing battle.
Oh my god, the early game. Oh, Sans!
They get the Cold Altar out here. Razor's Wrath going to be committed. But as you were saying, Dave.
Yeah, I was about to say the early game, despite how much Onic just won on the top side, they're still behind from 1 play on the bottom side around the turtle fight. Just to show you that the early game advantage, the team fight Echo setting up. Talking about team fight, here we go, top side.
Well, they get the flicker out, but they're going to sandwich in. There's the Cold Altar, the flicker in. CW can't escape that one. Yowie picking up a kill himself. Now Keyboy going to be sandwiched as well. Still going to go in with the Divine Judgment. Sanji has to flicker out. Carl TZ still there on the front side. They disengage for now, and also even on the bottom side, they're going to be duking it out there. But the turtle is now up. Carl TZ looking to get an initiation here. Keyboy has to be careful. Daytona's welcome. Gonna eat up Yawi. Into the wall he goes. Can't get the kill though. Sands able to get the Colt Altar. They're gonna reset. Carl TZ goes and focuses on the turtle. Onic Esports gotta be careful. Sands, the Colt Altar comes out. Flicker in. They get the kill for Sanford. Now Boots here. Turtle secured. Still going on in the mid.
Onic actually gets a profitable play. Echo make sure that they stop that momentum instantaneously. They don't allow them to get even more gold than they should. And Echo now just pumping up the gas. They're making sure that Onic cannot breathe. And this gold lane getting obliterated. CW is going to struggle to even walk up.
Look at the gold differential on the EXP lane right now. You know, you have Dairos sitting at 4,100 gold, about 1,100 gold ahead. I mean, this guy's going in full penetration. Dairos already had penetration, but before that...
Keyboy gonna go in. They should be able to find Sanji. They do. Sands grabs the kill. It's a shutdown. That's gonna be a nice win for Onic Esports, but can they still press the situation? They're gonna make their way to the top side. Yawi gives the signal. QD gonna back out here for now.
This is gonna be scary for Echo, right? I mean, like, the later it goes, Dairos is gonna do more damage, one burst, and it's gonna be really good against the Cold Order if you copy that ultimate. Another skirmish in the mid lane.
Yeah, TZ should be okay. Terrifying. They just poke back and forth. Both teams gonna respect here. Kyrie again, quite tanky on this Barrett.
So far, I'm trying to figure out where exactly the focus is going to be for.
Well, the focus gonna be right here with the wave drag from Yawi. CW gonna fall. Colt Holder comes down. They're still looking for Keyboy and Sands. They're in trouble. It's a double kill for the Storm. As Sanji grabs another himself. 3 fall for Onic Esports.
Man, I was about to talk about the focus coming in from Onic, but Echo, it's a very clear plan for them. They just want to absolutely shut down this gold lane and make sure that CW will never be able to get to that late stage of the game. It will be ideally over before he even begins to start walking.
Are you not entertained by the Yaoi's Chow?
Yeah.
This is just build different gaming, right, on top side.
High energy gaming.
High energy gaming. This guy goes in, high energy, yells, "Eehaw!" Walking, what the, you know, and everybody just fall. It's actually just build different gaming. Speaking of that,
Dave's been unleashed here, and now they get a punish. They're still looking for more. Kyrie is down. Turtle going to be secured by Carl TZ. Now the focus here in the mid side. They get the terrify. Sanji going to fall though. Onic Esports trying to turn this moment around in the mid lane. Not going to be able to get anything else though. Keyboy does still have that divine judgment, but it's safer if they don't initiate.
All right, now I'm thinking, when exactly is Onic Esports going to get that momentum back, right? I mean, yes, they're bleeding right now. Yes, they're trying to stop this momentum, but Echo is in full control. And I think, you know, number one, Sanford is basically uncontested in the side lane. Nobody can really do anything about it. And Onic now forcing themselves into a corner to make sure that CW could eventually carry the game. But I don't think that might not necessarily be the right play here.
And this goes back to what we talked about in the very beginning when Leslie got first drafted, right? We talk about this. This is a very item-dependent character. It needs like 4 items just to be relevant, and he's not getting there anytime soon, you know? At this rate where Echo is snowballing, especially with Yaoi's Chow, the engage is coming too fast. I mean, even with Kacha's hook, you feel like there's a lack of damage. Whoever he used Divine Judgment, there's not enough burst to get that one taken care of.
Well, they might be looking for a moment here as the conceal play comes out. Colt Holder, Yawi with the Way of the Dragon. Look at the backside, looking for more. Sands in trouble here. CW trying to fire off on the backside. Carl TZ gonna get it eaten up here. It's Boots that falls though. Do they have enough damage? Yawi has to flicker out. They're still looking. CW full health here. Still on the chase. Sanford quite low, but it's only Carl TZ who falls.
That's what you want to see coming up from Onic Esports. They want to trade 50-50 at this stage of the game where the gold is relevant, and more so, they're actually at a deficit, which is way worse for Echo, who are supposed to be ahead and very clearly in the lead with their 5K gold lead.
And what a great job from Onic Esports. Played it really slow and steady. At this point, just like you pointed out, Pukedian, the trade is good for them, right? Especially any trade that doesn't involve CW. Give the CW the slow but sure steady accumulation into the late game. Let him have the item, because he needs that. The entire team's damage is banking on this Leslie, and you cannot come any faster for him to get his item.
Conceal used again. Keyboy gonna have to find the right target with this Divine Judgment. Carl TZ, the front line here. Lord still gonna go ahead and reset. No one gonna commit just yet. But this is the disadvantage of Onic Esports. They have no space to work with, no turrets down. as Echo Philippines has that advantage. And you can see them focusing more. Conceal going to come out here. Looking at the moment. They get the Divine Judgment. Oh, Sanford in trouble. Immortality going to be popped for now. Boot's going to fall, though. Is Sanford able to grab the kill? CW still on the backside. Firing off, but it's just too much. Echo Philippines, look at Carl Teasy. Appraiser's Wrath comes down. They're going to zone them back. The flicker in. Sandy with the drag. Kyrie still up. But Benny Cutie with the killing spree. Going in. Finding another as Keyboy falls.
No, CW couldn't get his ult on the right target. He could have gotten the kill off of Benny QT, or at the very least, forced somebody to block it for him. But Onic, man, what a trade that was. Unfortunately, not falling into their favor, guaranteeing that Echo is going to take this Lord, and now are looking to put that final nail in the coffin to get to that 10K goal lead.
To be honest, I mean, you gotta give CW credit, right? Because at this point, there's so much dive. Just surviving is take a lot of effort, you know? And it's really hard. Everybody's falling, and CW able to survive. Let's take a look at his items right now. At least he got Endless Battle Berserker free, but he's slowly working towards a BOD. It's getting close, but look at Claws, already sitting at 9,000 gold, 2,000 gold ahead just from the marksman alone. And let's talk about mid lane as well, right? Promise is 2,000 gold ahead as well. This is getting scary every time Echo engages. They have the damage, they have the items to make it happen.
I mean, that's the thing. You can see this as they try to hold on to the tier 1. But the quick play from Yowie again under the turret. Sanford on the backside going to get pulled with Divine Judgment. Daytona's welcome as well. Blazing to it. Everything being thrown at Onic Esports. The flicker again from Sanford as 3 down for Onic Esports.
Oh man, Yowie's so good on show. He's just too good. Get it out of here. Inhibitor falls. Next fight, they're gonna end it right here.
They're still gonna be going here. Benny Cutie in the backside, just able to free hit. Keyboy in trouble, trying to buy time, but it's not gonna be enough as Echo Philippines takes the match, taking game number 3.
GG, well played, Echo. What a game.
What a game that is. Holy, the execution was flawless, engagement decisive. They were on the mission. Every time Yowie goes in, it's a devastation, a disaster for the other side.